Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I am your host, Axel1324,
And I'm Eternal Shaddai.
and my hat looks massive. Holy crap!
Brand new
It
hat,
looks like
isn't it?
my head is this long.
Is it a brand new hat?
No, it's just one of those flat bill
Oh.
hats, and I just don't normally wear them, so I gotta adjust it to my. Is my head really this tall? I
No,
guess it is.
it's the design of the hat that makes it bigger here, but flat here, like you said. It's just this
Yeah,
part.
it's weird. Anyways, Shaddai, good morning, buddy. How you doing?
Good and yourself. Good morning to you. Happy to be
Good.
back.
Yes, it's going to be the Axel and Shaddai show today, everybody. Terry is out on business, and Dredd is probably sleeping, if I'm being honest. So,
She's
because
visiting
he was probably
Ubisoft.
awake all night long.
She's visiting Ubisoft.
Yes. Oh, speaking of the guy that's been awake all night long, there he is. What's up,
Ooh!
Dreadpool?
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone.
I was just saying that you were probably asleep because you were awake all night long. So,
Yeah, I was.
there you
Uh,
go. But good morning, Dredd.
Good morning.
How you been doing this week?
I've been doing good. The same old, same old. Working my butt off, and then had a cool unboxing, and then I was gonna live stream that, but I ended up playing too much that didn't even set up the live stream. Kind of forgot about it. But yeah, we were
Oops.
playing till like 2 in the morning or something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was fun times. Fun times going back onto some old Xbox 360 stuff.
All right.
Backlogging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to make it a point to turn on. I told my wife I have to turn on my Xbox 360 here soon before we
Well,
have 8 days
we only
left before the marketplace shuts down.
we only have a few days, so gotta
This
get
is it.
on
This is
there
the
and find
last
those
week,
games.
everybody. End of an era that ended for me a couple of like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
but still sad.
Again, if you already bought the games, your games will be available. Once the store closes, you cannot buy the games. So that doesn't mean that the games will stop working. So
Hmm.
that's a good thing. People are misunderstanding it. I'm seeing people on YouTube and Twitter like, that's it, everything's done, it's all gone, and it's like, no, it's not.
Well,
You just can't buy it.
remember, even if you don't have the 360 and you have the Series X, they only have selected games that you can actually play. That's the bad. That's the down part right there.
Yeah, but if you have a 360 and
So,
you bought them, you still got them.
No, that's
So
true.
so I'm just wondering, what about Xbox 360 backwards compatible games like
like the
that
one
are
OG, I'm sorry, the OG game.
yeah, well, like backwards compatible games. So, like, I don't know, like Ikagura is a backwards compatible game,
Hmm.
but it was on the Xbox 360 marketplace. Will that still be available to purchase on on RX
No,
after it shuts down?
No, that's
no.
what I'm saying because they only have a selected list that you could be that could be compatible. There's some of them,
Yeah,
not all of them.
So even
but
if they're backwards compatible, you won't be able to buy them.
yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
Stores shutting down.
Dang, I better look at
Can
my
can
wish
you
list.
can you buy a movie from Blockbuster right now?
Yes.
Shut up, dude. This is digital, not physical.
Same scenario. The
Yeah.
physical store is going down of the digital products.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, there are some games on the Xbox 360 that are on the backwards compatible list that I would like.
Yeah, and again, if you still have a
Will they work?
360, that's you should probably go get one now if you don't have it. Um, but yeah, there's different things out there. But if you have the game on the 360, just stock up on some SSDs and put them over there. If they're back compat, you're good to go. But for
Mhm.
those that aren't back compat, stock up on some SSDs and save them there because your hard drives will fail after so many years. The SSDs will too, but
Okay, so
you,
here we go. All right, hold on. Let me share this real quick. Seeing as this is a sudden topic, I was not ready for it.
sorry.
According to Pure Xbox, backwards compatible games will remain purchasable after Xbox 360 store closure. So that's nice. But this is again
Okay.
according to Pure Xbox.
I'll take their word.
So they're quoting someone here. There's no impact to purchasing or playing backwards compatible Xbox 360 titles. After July 9th, 2024, July 29th, which is like 10 days away, guys. 9 days away. 8 days away. Holy cow. You will still be able to purchase hundreds of great backwards compatible Xbox 360 and original OG games and DLC on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox.com. We believe in celebrating gaming's rich history and have worked hard to preserve as many games as possible through our backwards compatibility program. Okay, so that's good.
Well, read the next line.
However, there may be certain backwards compatible titles that are not purchasable via the new style storefront. Microsoft has made an effort to bring as many over as possible in recent years, but some content may have got lost in the shuffle during the process. If there's anything backwards compatible is stranded on the old storefront, we expect it to disappear for good next July. Dang!
Yeah, that's...
Of course, this is what Dreadpool was talking about right here. This line right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. Well, shout out to Pure Xbox for clearing that up.
Yeah, that's why you got to wait for the official information to come out. You can't just, make up stories just to get attention.
Let me check in with the chat right away. I didn't plan on going straight into a topic. I just asked how
Sorry.
you were doing, Dread.
That's what I do. I derail everybody.
Shout out to Sith Lord. Thank you so much for being here, Sith Lord. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you being here. Shout out to my buddy Doggy Dog 420. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP, bro. Let's see. Pixel Slapper joins in, and he starts off when I was talking about my hat. He says, "Axel Capping." Oh, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. That's funny. Thank you so much. Let's see. Doggy Dog says, so Microsoft removed the daily rewards tab off the Bing app. May as well just end the Microsoft rewards and be done with it. No way, man. I still have points.
Me too.
Yeah.
Pixel Slapper says, I don't use Bing as my default browser. Maybe that's why. Yeah, they're still trying to convince you. Anyways, Dread, what have you been playing this week?
The unofficial GoldenEye enhanced version.
I didn't even know what that is, but all right. Sounds fun.
Yeah. The GoldenEye game that got leaked for the 360. Yeah, so played that all night last night. We had Tiny Giant, Perry from the Game Complainers, and Frank from the Game Complainers. So not only did we find out you can play online, you can play co-op with somebody next to you and online.
Wow.
So that was kind of cool. So Tiny Giant sat right next to me, grabbed another controller, and had some good times with that. Other than that,
some classics. Yeah.
Yeah. There was something else I launched. I can't remember now, but yeah, I'm just too excited for playing GoldenEye all over again.
All right. Awesome. Shadiah, what have you been playing this week?
A small indie game called Alphadia Genesis. It's a JRPG made by Kemco. If there's something between Kemco and Xbox, they're always.
What is the name of this game?
Alphadia Genesis. It's like you're playing the old style Final Fantasies.
Alphadia Genesis?
Alphadia Genesis.
Nope, it's not showing up. It doesn't exist.
Yes, it
must be his accent.
How do you spell Alphadia?
Like
Thank
Alpha.
You.
Alphadia.
Alphadia?
Yeah.
On the Switch?
No, it's on the Xbox. Genesis. It's all together.
All right, hold on. Let me look at this. Hold on. Oh my gosh, this game is so old. It's 50 years ago, Shadai.
Oh, of course. 50 years ago. That's the game that I'm playing.
Suddenly appeared. Oh my gosh, traumatized already. This is it, right?
Yep.
There's a Alphadia Genesis
2, but it's the first one.
Okay,
I'm playing
whatever.
I'm playing the first one.
Point is, it exists, everybody.
Yeah, so it's like the old style Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it is. It looks 16-bit.
It is.
Okay.
So I just started playing that. It's a really good game. You know how I like JRPGs. I'm not gonna talk to Doggy Dog about that because he's a fraud. But
Oh,
yeah. See, it's like it reminds me of the old Final Fantasies. I had another game in mind, but I can't. It's something about pirates. I think it's something Legacy.
okay.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing lately. I just started yesterday.
There you go. Alphadia Genesis. Alphadia.
Alphadia or whatever
Alphadia. Alfalfa Genesis.
Yeah, I'm with Dreadpool. Is my accent.
So, that's awesome, should I?
Say something.
So I have been playing Sea of Stars. I'm trying to get through that game as fast as I can, but with the move and everything, just like my free time is not that much right now. I think I maybe played it 4 hours this week, and that's like the most I've played in recent times. And I've also played Lords of the Fallen. I'm playing co-op with one of my friends. And let me tell you, man, the parry mechanic on Lord of the Fallen, you better have that parry down. And I do mean down, because there's no way you're beating any of those bosses without parrying. Like in Dark Souls, you beat them by dodging. In Lords of the Fallen, you're going to beat them by parrying. So, just saying.
So similar to Sekiro.
Sekiro's parry mechanic was way better. I think their timing was a lot better. On this one, the parry is not as good, I don't think. So
see, I don't have to worry about it. I'm too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too good. I don't even put the game in there. They never beat me.
They never beat you. That's right. No, so Lords of the Fallen, difficult play, but I'm glad it's on co-op and you can play the whole game on co-op. That's really fun. So me and my friend have been playing it, and you can do this thing called soul filleting people, where you take their soul out of their body, put it somewhere else, and then like their body joins up with their soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while they're soul filleted, you can either talk their soul or their body because they're like in a like frozen state, right? But me and my friend have decided to start soul filleting people off edges. So like really difficult NPCs, if they're not a boss, I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you, soul filleted. I'm not gonna fight this little in-game boss, soul filleted. Like we soul fillet people all the time off edges. So it's fun. It has its benefits. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah,
And,
Axel's accents sounds like souffle.
Souffle.
It's
Souffle.
souffle.
Souffle. Put them in a bag. Cook them.
So it's a game made by French. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to you, Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Pixel Slapper says, I think I'll play Spider-Man on my 360 today. Shh. Yeah, definitely play it. Shout out to Legendary Yobi. Thank you so much for being here. He says, good morning, folks. What's going on, Legendary Yobi? Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And I don't know if yesterday was your birthday or today's your birthday, but happy birthday, Yobi.
Oh, I missed it. Not bad. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Dan, the man, Cunningham joins us. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning, all. How's everybody doing today? We're doing great, I think, right? Everybody's great, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Too early, but I'm doing good.
Rejuvenated.
Shout out to Fastback. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning, Xbox. Good morning, Fastbacks. TJI says, what's the topic for today, fine gents? Oh, lots of topics, man. Lots of topics. Lots of news happened. Yeah, but you know, Xbox is burning down. Yeah, it's not a lot of positive topics today, but it's topics. Let's see. Dan the man Cunningham says, "Good, glad you could be on the show today, Dreadpool. Good to see you." Yeah,
always.
And yeah, but guys, let us know what you've been playing. We love to hear what you have to say. Let's see. Pixel Slapper says he's been playing Tachia.
Chichichia. Yeah.
Tachia just to process the dolphins. It's not echo level, but yeah, familiar sounds. Okay, cool. Never heard of it. Wow, I love hearing the variety in gaming. Shout out to Jacob Novik. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Let's see. Jacob Noah says, "Hi, it's weird because no matter how little space I have in my room in my gaming section, I have a pretty big but limited space for that. But regardless, I always find space to fit stuff and make room for it. Yeah, for new stuff. Yeah. That's all. That's my issue right now. I'm having to make room for everything, but it's working out. It's working out. It's coming together. I actually have more room than I thought. So yes." Doggy Dog says, "Sea of Stars is so dang good, dude. That boss music on that eclipsed island, it's awesome. It's awesome." Let's see. Crazy Greek dude, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says Perry not good equals skill issue. No, I still beat them. Souls games will never beat me. Let's see. Fastback says, since Friday I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1, Flintlock, Played Up, and Fallout Shelter. Dang, variety is the spice of life over there for Fastback. Good to hear that. And it was yesterday. All right. It was yesterday. Okay. So yes. Happy birthday, Yobi. Mr. Kima says, good Sunday morning to everyone. Hey, thank you so much. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you being here. And my beautiful wife, the MVP of my life, comes in and she says, Miss Coolcat had 2 business calls this morning, so she will not be here today.
She should quit so she could be here.
That's what I told her.
Remember, she gotta ask permission to Ubisoft. She gotta.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is she's playing Skull and Bones.
She's sunken chip. Yes.
All right, let's start off with the announcements of today. Now, these aren't real topics, guys. These are just quick topics. So, I don't know if you guys saw, but the Fallout TV show has been nominated for 17 Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Drama Series. It should win. It should win every single one. I don't even know what the 17 are, but they should win.
That's when you do a movie franchise or TV show franchise rights.
Yep. I agreed with Dread.
It's what happens when you do it right and you don't make up your own stuff.
Right?
Unlike Star Wars.
Oh,
what?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. According to, all right, let's see the 17 it's been nominated for. Where are they?
Best series, best Fallout, best Todd Howard, best Bethesda.
Oh, yeah, best Todd Howard for sure. I'm trying to find out what the nominations are.
Best Microsoft Pickup. There's a whole bunch. Best Amazon.
Okay, here we go. All right. Outstanding production design for a native period or fantasy program. Outstanding fantasy sci-fi costumes. Outstanding picture editing for a drama series twice. Outstanding emerging media program. Outstanding main title design. Outstanding period or fantasy sci-fi makeup, non-prosthetic. Outstanding prosthetic makeup. Outstanding music supervision. Outstanding lead actor in a drama series. For Walter Goggins as the Ghoul. Outstanding sound editing for a comedy or drama series. Outstanding mixing for a comedy or drama series. Outstanding special visual effects. Outstanding stunt coordination for drama programming. Outstanding stunt performance, and outstanding writing for a drama series. Wow. Hopefully it just sweeps these categories. So yeah, good for them. I really like the Fallout show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably the best game to TV show we've ever had.
Yes.
So
agreed.
I really hope they win everything.
And so do the nominations, right? They agree.
Yeah. All right. If you don't agree with me, well, the Emmys agrees with me. So yes. Yeah. And my wife says they deserve it. Yeah, Fallout. She's a huge Fallout fan.
Well, they made it right, and there's no barriers. You see everything blowing up.
Yes.
It's very gory.
I love it.
I love it.
So that's the first announcement. The next announcement, Deadpool, you might like this one, is the Deadpool and Wolverine console giveaway with the ergonomic cheeky controller.
Do you want to see my cheeks?
No, nobody wants to see your cheeks.
Everybody,
them from Master Cheeks.
Okay.
Nobody does that.
Everybody wanted Master Cheeks.
I thought everybody wanted to see Dreadpool's cheeks.
Nobody wants to see Dreadpool cheeks.
No.
So this console again is part of a Twitter giveaway. It's called the Cheeky Sweepstakes, I think. Cheeky Giveaway Sweepstakes. So And again, this is this right here is a non-functional console with a functional controller. So this is a decoration, but of course you'll get an Xbox Series X along with the decoration. So Dreadful, did you enter the giveaway for the cheeks? Are you looking to grab a controller variant?
I'm looking to grab some cheeks. I am definitely looking to grab some cheeks. I just forgot to. I forgot to do that. So when we get a chance, I'm gonna shift over and sign up for that. Those are cool, dude. I mean, sorry. Those are really cool. And I don't care if it's a display item. Like, everybody has for some reason, animosity that the fact that this is just a non-functioning Xbox and it's display purposes only. And it's like, you still get a functioning Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why does that have to be, you know,
a functional one?
Yeah, just leave it as a shell, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
yeah, I really wish that these are functional. That's the number one thing I really hate about this is like that is a decoration, not a functional Xbox Series X, as all of these have been, right? But if I'm wrong and it's functional, then hey, that'd be awesome. But I don't think so, because I didn't read it this time. But
it makes sense
maybe
for
I
it to
should
not
read
be
it. Hold on,
functional.
let me read
I don't think it's functional. I haven't read
I don't
it.
think it's functional.
Obviously, I haven't even signed up for it, so.
I just don't think it's functional, but let me read it. Let me pull it up. In the meantime, hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Official rules right here. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Enter criteria, winner selection, prizes. All right, Jared, can you read the prizes while I type? Oh, no, you can't. Here we go. Can you read the prizes while I type this out?
Yes. The following prizes will be awarded. 1. Grand prize. A prize package consisting of the following items. A custom Xbox Series console inspired by Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine. Approximate retail value, $440 USD. Hey, that's cheaper than a normal Xbox. Anyway, 2 custom Xbox wireless controller inspired by Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine. Approximate value of $319.98 US dollars. You know why? Because of the cheeks. A custom Xbox Series console stand inspired by Marvel's Deadpool and dot. I think there's supposed to be a Wolverine there. Approximate retail value of $100 USD. The Abriel electronic price value.
So
award.
it looks like it is a real Series X console. That's cool.
Yeah, go figure.
Wow. Okay, now I want it even more.
Yeah, now I got to sign up twice.
Yeah. Use that other account there, Dread, to sign up.
Well, I got Death Dealer's account. I've got Tiny Giants account.
Yeah, I'm going to make my wife enter too.
Oh man,
she will fight you for it. If she wins, like, can I have it? No.
Like when we play games, she's like, "Give me the cheeks."
Give me those cheeks.
She'll be like, "Let me. I want to grab the cheeks," and I'll turn around. She's like, "No, not yours. The controller."
Yeah.
You know, is it too early? I don't know.
It might be.
My wife's been playing with my cheeks.
Do you want to grab some cheeks? Or did you enter this to grab some cheeks?
Me?
Yeah, you should. I should.
Oh, sorry. I went. Woof. Yes, I did enter. But common sense, I know I'm not gonna win anything. So
he got lost in them cheeks.
That's right. He's over there imagining holding them cheeks while he games.
No, the question is, what happens if your battery ran out?
So apparently somebody did a
magnetic.
video. This is magnetic, and underneath is just a regular controller.
Also, you don't insert no battery.
No. No.
No, that's not how you put the batteries in the cheeks.
No, hey, just saying.
I know what you meant there, and I feel traumatized by your sayings.
No, I'm just saying.
Speaking of Eternal Shaddai, what's in your prison wallet?
Nothing. 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 Just nothing.
Is that chapstick? Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. All right, back to the morning show. Family friendly.
Hold on, let me see. Somebody did a video of it.
I did see that video too. So
I
I
didn't
saw it
save
on
it. I
Twitter.
apologize, guys, but it's just magnetic. Anyways,
Yeah, it
it's
comes
just
off. It's magnetic.
cheeks. But Shaddai, we had a poll. How do people feel about cheeks on their controllers?
Okay. Are you cheeky controller gamer or a flat back controller gamer? 66% said, I want to grab those cheeks when I game. 33% says, where are the breast controllers? God, jeez. And 0%, I don't like cheeks on controllers. I have a question though. The controllers, when you play, do you play with the controller vibrating? Because that means it's twerking, right? With this controller?
I mean, from what I hear, it is gelatin, so that when you...
Yo, Dread is like, what?
From what I hear, it is gel. The cheeks are gel, so when your controller vibrates, the cheeks should vibrate too.
So that means it's twerking.
They got the firm jiggle.
That's right.
The twerking.
Let's check in with the chat.
The twerking controller.
Oh, my wife says, yeah, there it is, Miss Titilla and Miss Penelope. That's right.
Penelope.
She'll finally be able to grab some cheeks when she games. Sith Lord says, I'll see Dreadpool's cheeks. Well, make sure you hit him up on Snapchat alone by himself, because I don't want to see that. Ain't nobody want to see that. Let's see. Fastback says, cheeky controllers. My beautiful wife asks, are you excited with the movie, Mr. Dreadpool?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I've got 3 shorts dropping on that day. I'm going to go figure out how to skip work and go see it.
Oh, my God. Let's see. Pixel Slapper says, rumble farts.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my goodness. Would have been funny if the cheeks had a Wolverine slash on them. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. All right, guys. Let's move the topic right along, shall we? Oh, man. It started off. Shout out to Deadpool and Wolverine. Be sure to catch it. I really want to see it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go see it at theaters, but I have Disney Plus, so I might not because I'm already giving Disney money. So here we go. Moving on. So over from some cheeky news to some bad news. Is this the cheek that I am thinking? Yes, it's the butt cheek. And let's see. He's so excited he's dropping his shorts. Whoa, put it back on. Yeah. So according to Insider Gaming, Resident Evil 7 bombs on iOS with just 2,000 sales. So this is coming to us from Insider Gaming. He said, last year with the launch of iPhone 15, Apple announced that a slew of AAA games would be heading to the top tier models of their next generation phone and the top model of latest iPad. To that end, games like Assassin's Creed Mirage, Death Stranding, and Resident Evil Village were all lined up to be delivered to Apple fans worldwide. Woo, Apple! But almost every game to be released on the platform has fallen flat on its face. The latest estimate suggests that Resident Evil 7 on iOS has secured fewer than 2,000 sales, netting Capcom a measly $28,000. That's not even the salary of one engineer. Small fry, it's to be expected. So this is according to mobilegamer.biz. And, I have been, the reason I brought this up is because I have been wanting native ports of AAA games on this device instead of cloud gaming. But it looks like I am in the wrong here because nobody cares. Nobody's going to buy the native ports. So this is a big downer for me, who is an advocate of native ports on these gaming devices. But again, they went with Apple, not Android. So maybe those restrictions just aren't working out. This to me sucks because, again, I have been really, really, really looking forward to native ports of AAA games on these devices. Dreadpool, are you up or down on this one?
I saw this coming.
Yes.
Think about this. Resident Evil 7 has been out for how long now? Those who are going to play have already played it.
7 years. 7-year-old
Right.
game.
So,
Oh, so you're telling me there's a chance if it's a new game for someone
yes,
like me to get
if
success.
there was a new game, there would be a higher chance. That's the problem. Is, and this is what we've talked about. When games go to PlayStation and then they don't come to Xbox for a couple years, you have the same scenario. So your numbers are not going to be accurate because there's no interest on Xbox. Well, here's your proof right here. This has nothing to do with Xbox. Your proof is it's already been out for so long. Whoever is going to play has already played it. Only the hardcore people that love Resident Evil, that would buy everything Resident Evil, have bought it. That's it. Everybody else either didn't care in the first place or have already played it and moved on. Here's your sign. If I could wave a sign right now, I'd wave it. Right? There's your sign. And these people don't listen. It's ridiculous. But this is what happens. Nostalgia is great, but not when you don't have that, I don't know, reason to come back. If there was like another game coming, I could understand if they were using that to sell and bring people back in, but there's no point.
Yeah.
So that just tells you how bad of their projections that they do. They don't even know what they're doing. Whoever is figuring this stuff out needs to get fired.
Yeah, we need new games on our mobile devices. I bought a brand new phone. I want brand new games, right?
Correct. I want brand new games to compete with the other consoles, the other phones. It's fine if you're going to put it out there, but put it out there like a bundle or something, some other reason than just one game. Yes, this game has a huge fan base.
Mm-hmm.
The franchise has an even huger fan base.
Yeah.
But not enough to go back and buy it a third, fourth, or fifth time. I know somebody that actually bought it for the iPhone.
Really?
Yeah. They played it on a tablet.
Yeah, because it's available on the iOS tablet, right?
Exactly. You know who it is too.
Yeah. Oh,
Terry,
yeah. I know who it is.
Terry
yes,
from the Game Complainers.
Yes.
He streamed.
You mean
it.
Anthony? Wouldn't Anthony be more of it?
Oh,
Because he runs a Resident Evil channel,
Yeah,
literally
he
a
does.
Resident Evil channel.
But they both did.
Okay.
So, but again, out of all the gamers we know, those are the only two we can even think of that would have bought it, and we know for a fact has played it. So yet again, 2 out of how many gamers do we know? Again, it's just the demand is not there.
Right.
And it's nice that it's, native, but it's a little long too late.
Right. Shaddai, what do you think about this?
My question
terrible news.
My question to Dreadpool is: do you think they're doing this to test the waters, how they're gonna perform, like their bigger franchise, like Resident Evil? Maybe I know they're probably not gonna do it, but let's put it this way: one of them, I think they do have Monster Hunter, and then I don't know if they did well on Monster Hunter.
Everything's a test. Think about it. If you think that this is going to be a guarantee, this is our best franchise we've had so far. This is the best version of the newest game that we have. This is going to be the thing that we do. Let's put it out there and go with it. So obviously it's a test.
Okay.
And unfortunately, this test failed. Had they had done this sooner, they would have sold more. Had they had done it upon release, they would have sold a lot more. But that's the problem, is sometimes you can't work on that many different variations of platforms. But 7 years later, I don't know. It's throwing a coin in the ocean and expecting to find it when you're on a ship.
I don't know. I have a different mentality because Resident Evil is always been known for couch game. big screen console, and going to the phone is kind of weird. The setup is weird. Because sometimes you got, as we saw there, you got to do it through a touch screen. Me personally, I can't get, and I have a Samsung S23.
But you're mistaken here. It's not just the iPhone. It's the iPad and the Mac.
No, that's why when I think Axel asked you if it was on the pad. That kind of got me thinking a little bit differently, because I'm like, I didn't know it was there, but it just feels weird. I don't know. For some people, it will feel weird compared when you're usually using this, but I don't know. Probably they expect. I'm with you, Dreadpool. They kind of set their expectation way too high, because hey, it's a big franchise. If we put it on the phones, we're gonna sell a lot. And look at now.
You're looking at 3 different platforms.
Yeah, they're also targeting children.
And that's not all.
Console is dying, so I think they're going for the younger gamers.
That's fine,
to get them. But this isn't a mature game. Maybe go after the younger gamers with Mega Man. Capcom, just saying. No, you know what I mean, Dread?
The only game that is a franchise game that actually sell pretty well was Mario Go.
The funny thing is, you said Monster Hunter before, and I could see Monster Hunter taking off on the Mac and iPad and iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them doing something.
Monster Hunter got its start in the US on mobile.
Right.
Definitely.
So again, these people who are thinking of where to put these things have no idea what they're doing. Again, you know what I mean? So it's just, you're not looking at the proper demographic.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Yeah. Trying to do something like this is a start. And if you look at this is also the trend. We're going digital everywhere. So it's not just Xbox going on cloud, Xbox going on to your Fire Stick, Xbox going on to GeForce Now or whatever, any of those other places. But at the same time, it's going to handhelds, So if this is native, yet again, it's a sign. They're going places. They're just testing it out the wrong way.
Does anybody have an iPhone? Like, can you look up the reviews on this on your iPhone if you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I do. Give me a second.
Yeah. So I agree with Dreadpool. This is the wrong game for this. While Resident Evil is amazing for us older adults, I think that it's mostly children who are on phones, and this is the wrong game. If you're trying to get the mobile gamer over to your product line, I think this was the wrong game. Now, do I think this is a bad thing? Of course not. I have been a huge advocate of bringing native ports of these big games to mobile devices, but I just think that I just think this was the wrong game to use for this. So yeah, let me check in with the chat, see how they're feeling now around here. Up first is Shaddai. I'll let you read your own chat, Shaddai.
Madam Luis, where is my breakfast? LOL. Looks like you have your own IHOP. Yeah, where is my food? Jeez. Where's my food? I saw that big plate. I'm like, what's next? Pancakes on the side and an orange juice. Where's mine?
It's delicious.
She made me coffee.
No, I already drank my orange juice.
Yeah. She made me coffee.
Says, I can't imagine Resident Evil 7 on iPhone. It's a top place for a majority of gamers to play on. Yeah. 4GQ TV, thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Shout out to you. He says the game is too scary. Yeah. Fastback says consoles aren't dying, just going through a slow period, but holiday sales will be telling. Right, we'll talk about sales here in a while.
I agree with him.
Console sales in general. Consoles with drives are dead. They won't go get anyone to manufacture the drives for the next generation. So we'll phase to all digital. I'm guessing these mean CD drives. Not hard drives, SSDs. So yeah. And Fastback says, yeah, Mobile and PC is a bigger market, but consoles will evolve like Switch to be a hybrid. And of course, cloud gaming on TVs are going to rise. Absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely agree with everything. Hard facts here by Fastback. You know what? You're going to be renamed to Facts Back. Because that's it. That's facts right there. 4GQ TV says, for Capcom, they didn't lose out because as sales trickle in, they still make money on this older game. Over time, as mobile devices become more efficient at gaming, the game cloud pick up sales. The game could pick up sales. So yeah, maybe so. But again, I think this is just, this is an M-rated game, 17 plus on the Apple App Store. And if you know Apple, there is a kids mode. You can turn that thing on in kids mode so your kids don't download anything.
So that means everything's gonna turn cartoony.
Yeah, well, it has a kids mode, so because a lot of parents let their kids play on their phones.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a kids mode, so they can't access the store and download a bunch of stuff, or they can only download freemium stuff.
No, I mean, like, if it goes kids mode, is the graphics gonna turn cartoony like JRPGs?
Well, who knows?
Kind of like Grounded does, where they turn a spider into a marshmallow.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Good example.
So, on iOS, how's it rated?
You know what's funny is my phone that work has issued me is so old, it doesn't even show Resident Evil. It just shows Resident Evil 4.
Really?
Yeah, so it doesn't even show. It doesn't even show this one. But
anybody
I'll tell
with
you
a
what,
newer iPhone 15, it's only
Right.
available on their top model, so it has to be the Max.
it's got to be the top ones. Yeah. So
Anybody
again,
with an iPhone 15 Max in the chat,
let's look at this,
can
right?
you fill us in
All right.
with
so
the rating for Resident Evil?
for Resident Evil 4, right? 797 ratings give it a 4.0. The age is 17 plus. Controller recommended. And there's 12 different languages, and the size is just under 700 megabytes. So if you think about it, a 4.0 out of 5, not too
That's pretty
bad.
good.
But
8 out of
you only
5.
got not even 800 ratings or reviews, right? So what do we say? 797, just shy of 800 reviews. 800 reviews. Not that many people are playing this.
Capcom hates Android. All I have is Resident Evil Companion
So
on Android. Dang, we suck again, guys.
So if you double that, that's still 1,600. That's also still not nowhere near 2,000.
That's bad.
And that's saying that every other person actually made a review. So let's just say a tenth, so that's 8,000. So if a tenth of the people that bought it wrote a review, that'd be 8,000. That's not good still.
Not great. Oh, well. Anyways, we've given our thoughts. I am on Team Dreadpool with this one. Wrong game for the service.
Wrong game, bad timing, bad everything.
Yeah. But at Capcom Next, they did say they were working on Resident Evil 8 port. Resident Evil Village. So
It'll do better. I can tell you that.
yeah, I hope so. So hopefully this website, what was the website called again? Sorry, my bad, guys. Let me scroll. Here we go. Mobilegamer.biz will bring this up when Resident Evil 8 shows up. On to some negative Xbox news. This is coming via Windows Central, where they interviewed the Europe, Middle East, Africa marketing lead, saying, and he says, and I stay and quote here, "We're not blessed with big marketing budgets." So if you remember, last week we were talking about how Xbox was talking about abandoning marketing in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and now it looks like it's true. It's true, as the lead has said that Microsoft doesn't have a lot of budget over there. So rumors recently suggested that Microsoft is effectively abandoning marketing Xbox in Europe and other regions. A recent interview with Xbox's marketing lead for Europe suggests the rumors might as well be true. noting that the firm is dramatically outspent by Sony PlayStation. Xbox sales in Europe in particular have been in decline for some years, with PlayStation by far the dominant console gaming platform in the region. So this comes via Tom Warren, his pay-per-view news website, but I'm not going to pay-per-view, so I gotta do it through other websites such as Windows Central. So he says basically they don't have the market view, but they got to be scrappy in order to compete. But here we go. Here's the quote. From a funding point of view, we need to work really hard against our competition. PlayStation by far, blah, 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 blah. Where's the rest of the quote? Here we go. They're blessed with marketing funds that we're just not able to enjoy, but that's totally fine. We adopt what I would call a more fiscally responsible approach to media investments. We're not blessed with huge media budgets, so we have to be quite scrappy, really, and quite tenacious to fight for funds that would probably go somewhere else. So there you go. Confirmed. Is Xbox going to get out of the Europe, Middle East, Africa? You heard that people saying that they're going to market less, but it sounds like they've been marketing less this whole time. So rumor denied or confirmed? How do you feel, Shaddai?
The first thing that comes to mind, even though on the article says that they rather focus where Xbox is more the strongest other than the United States, and supposedly they feel like second-class citizen. This is something that that reminds me of the FTC time, because I know they show a graph that says that 90% was PlayStation in the area with the EU.
Yeah.
So I am not surprised. So I'm not surprised they're trying to back out from there, because they're trying to go by that metric, 90% compared to whatever Xbox have.
Right.
But at the same time, I do agree with them that if you want more people around the world, because remember, Microsoft is a big company worldwide, if you want more people to know about your product, you really have to invest heavily on other places. And that's something that they're not doing there if you want to stay competitive. So for me, I am not surprised by this. We have been complaining for so long that, look at Hellblade, we haven't seen any commercial, anything. It's like their first party games, they never market anything. We always blame Aaron Greenberg. What happened with the marketing for this one or the other one? It's like they fall behind. And not too long ago, they made some marketing changes, personnel. I don't know if that's gonna change anything, but they really do need to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to their product around the world. So I am not surprised by this. That's how I feel about it. I am not surprised they're not doing anything. It's like, what's the point? How can you call yourself a worldwide company when you're not promoting your product or games or whatever in other parts of the world? I really don't get that. That's just me.
Okay, Dread. So we reported on this last week, and then again now it seems like it's being confirmed this week. So this smaller marketing budget. Let me move over here. Would more marketing actually help Xbox? Let's move over to that. I like this question by Windows Central, and I'm going to roll with it. Dread, what do you think?
All right, so the thing is, even with marketing, it's not the same as it used to be, right? Marketing used to be, Macy's has this product here on sale, and Dillard's over here has their product, and they're fighting for it, for you to shop there. The thing is, you can get the same thing at the same time at different places. You're not going in to shop for this one particular thing and then end up buying other things, right? That was the thing. If you got into the store, you were more likely to buy something else, right? That's why sometimes our wives don't let us go shopping, or we don't let our wives go shopping, because we were going to go there for certain things, right? We go shopping
Right.
for food and we come back with all this junk food, right? They go shopping for shoes and they come back with all these dresses and purses and whatever. It's the thing in human nature, right? Now, when it comes to digital marketing,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little odd to do that. When it comes to that, even with myself, I don't do as much of the window shopping where I end up purchasing the things, the items. I'm usually
Right.
looking for that game that I'm buying. I'm not looking to spend $60, $70, $80 for a game, or even $100 for a collector's edition version, digital deluxe, whatever.
Right.
And then turn around and go, oh, this other $30 game looks good. I'm on a
Mm-hmm.
budget, so it's different when you're looking at it physically, because you can justify, hey, that box of Twinkies is buy one get one. I can get the Twinkies and I can get the
Yeah, the
cupcakes.
impulse buying.
Right.
Yeah, they call
So
it
when you're
impulse buying.
physically there, even though you weren't even supposed to buy either one of them,
Mm-hmm.
you're like pushed off from buying either one. You just justified doing that because you could eat it, throughout the week, whatever. It's harder to do that when you're digitally shopping, and Xbox knows that. The other thing is they have us. We talk about it. People talk about it. It's on Twitter. It's on Facebook. So even the little things that we do, we talk about these games, right? We
Mm-hmm.
all know that Xbox now owns Call of Duty.
That's right.
Once this comes out, we will definitely see if their plans work out the way that they think it will, which I think it will, regardless, because they're making money no matter what. Even Carla put on there, from 4GQ TV. He put on there, what was it? I saw it somewhere. He put on there WoW, um, and some other games too. Close poll. All right, Diablo. The poll is blocking the part of the chat.
Oh,
So you have WoW, Diablo, etc. So everything from Activision is going to be related to Microsoft,
right.
you know. And I know the next topic somewhere in our discussion today is going to come up, which is going to prove its point. It's all
Yes.
about the games.
It's all about games, baby.
So as long as you know that you can buy the game, you can play it in Game Pass, you can do whatever you want, you can play it on the cloud. That's all that matters, is to know that the game exists, and word of mouth is a bigger deal than just a printed a billboard or something
But
like that.
remember that helps a lot too. Remember, I think just Corden said that a lot of people does not know about Game Pass. That's another thing. So if you,
It's funny. For years, I've told friends about it, and then I would tell them about it like months later, and they don't even remember me telling them about it. I'm like, so it
Maybe
doesn't. It
be
doesn't.
friends with people who don't have Alzheimer's, man.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But that's the thing, though, is the fact that when you're looking at it, what's going to sell more? Someone talking about something you're excited about, and it's the game. How much
Mm-hmm.
money goes into commercials, right? For TV. Guess what? I don't watch TV. I watch streaming services. So when I watch something, the commercials come on and I don't even watch the commercials. I just zone out. Or I pay for a premium service like YouTube Premium, where the creator gets more money from me than the normal advertisement. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I don't have to watch any commercials. So where's the commercials there? So if Xbox put commercials on YouTube, guess who's never going to see it? Me. I'm never going to see it. So if you think about it, these commercials are good in a sense to get the notoriety out there. But if no one's going to see it, but what I do see, I see the videos that drop on Xbox because I
Mm-hmm.
subscribe to the Xbox channel. So I see that. We talk about this stuff, right? Um, there's everything that's out there is changed in the world. We just talked about how the world is changing from physical to digital, and we're changing how the demographic is changing from Gen X to the Gen Alphas that are coming out, or whatever they're called now.
Yeah.
So again, the world is changing as it is. So even marketing's changing. Um, where do you see commercials now? At the gas pump? Do you really pay attention? Is there enough time to see all the commercials they have at a gas pump? No.
No.
Depending how much gas you want to put on your truck.
I see
I've
most of
watched
the
a couple
commercials
of
right
them.
now on Netflix, and I hate it. I hate
And
it.
what do? You step away.
But I can't recall a single a commercial for a single thing I've seen.
That's the point. So why spend the money and why waste it if no one's going to remember? Am I frozen or you guys frozen?
No, I think he is frozen.
Is he frozen? Okay. I guess I shouldn't have pointed out like that. I'm sorry, Axel. I didn't mean to like yell at you like that.
you got him scared.
I froze. I scared. He froze in his tracks. Come on.
But you know what, Dread? Sometimes it comes to mind that you have to remind people about.
Well, yeah,
their
you have
games
to
or
remind
the-
people, but that's that double-edged sword where
Mhm.
where are you wasting your money, and where are you actually getting the word out? So, don't worry, technical difficulties on Axel's side.
I
We are
know.
still running the show.
Man, Dread, I'm scared of you now.
Yeah.
I might
well,
freeze
ah!
too.
So, no. So, what do you think? What with the marketing?
He just that. Oh, now he's using the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, there's a thunderstorm here, and apparently the internet went down because everything
Very
lost
frightening.
connection.
That's all right.
The power's on, but the internet went down. So it must have struck the I don't know, the data center or something.
That was me. That was me yelling at you, throwing my laser bolts at you.
I see. All right, so
the Greek god.
let me turn off the Wi-Fi so this thing doesn't try to connect to the Wi-Fi.
You'll freeze again.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I'm going to be holding my phone. Sorry. What? You guys are just going to have to pretend the topic is on the screen.
Yeah.
And I can't see the chat right now, so guys, let me know in the chat what they're saying. There we go.
We're talking about marketing.
Yes. Marketing, yeah. So my thoughts on this is I agree marketing has changed, but nothing will sell your console more than games. So I am more of a if you give them the games, they will, you remember that old movie, that baseball movie? It's like, if you build it, they will come. You remember that movie?
Yes, build it and they will come.
Yeah. If you make the games, they will come. And we'll talk about that later here. Marketing, if you have nothing that is marketable, they won't show up. And that's just all there is to it, right? And I think this last E3 or Xbox finally showed games that people love, games that people are looking forward to, and it's on Game Pass. Guess what? They're going to come and buy an Xbox. So I think marketing for gaming has changed from, hey, come and check out this game, even though it could be like a 2 out of 10, to a, hey, here's the game and it did great and it's a lovable franchise. Come and play it over here. This is when marketing deals happen. I think Sony has the marketing rights to Rocksteady. No, not Rocksteady. To Rockstar. There we go. To Rockstar. So when GTA 6 shows up, you can bet your butt that they're going to sell a lot of PlayStations. So Xbox needs to get their own cultural games like that, which I think they have with Call of Duty, with Elder Scrolls, with all that, with Minecraft, all that stuff, right? So I think they really need all of that. I don't know if I can even end the poll right now, guys. So sorry, that poll stays up, but I'll read the results so far. The poll was, would a bigger marketing budget lead to more sales in Europe, Middle East, Africa? 29% said yes, marketing works. 29% said no. Europe, Middle East, and Africa gamers don't like Xbox. And 43% say invest in games, not ads. And I am part of the 43%. Dread, where are you?
Part of the 43% invested in the games, not the ads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
What about you, Shaddai? Where are you at?
I agree with you guys. I'm the 43% too.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
I
All right,
want
hold on.
these games to come out sooner.
I'm gonna
versus
overlay
later.
the chat so I can actually see it. There we go. Sorry, this is for me to see the chat, guys, and actually read your stuff. I normally don't do this, but I gotta.
Hey, you transitioning to something new?
Don't you have a tablet?
I don't have internet for the tablet. This is on Wi-Fi. This is on wireless internet.
I'm sorry, my tablet has cellular capabilities.
Oh,
My
man,
bad.
it's part of my family plan. I named this
No.
tablet Daryl.
That work pays for that too.
Let's see. Fastback said most game marketing is on social media. It kind of goes on its own and organic in a way. So why spend a lot of money like the old days? Agreed. Fastback. Carlos said, hold on, where was it? Microsoft is content with where Xbox is and focusing on the publishing arm. Everyone will now know Xbox owns Call of Duty, and I'm assuming to Microsoft that's good enough for them. Absolutely. Let's see. Word of mouth is what made Morgan & Morgan the largest law firm in the nation. I have no idea who Morgan is. Okay. Oh no, come back, Axel. Yeah, Axel didn't pay enough for marketing apparently either. No, I didn't.
Isn't it JP Morgan?
I have no idea.
Morgan is a law firm that started down here in Florida.
And shout out to Sir X Man. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says, play Microsoft for the internet outage. I believe Microsoft for the internet outage. Everybody else does. I don't, man.
It wasn't Microsoft that had the internet outage.
Yeah.
It was another company that does cybersecurity.
CloudStrike.
Screwed up.
Yeah, CloudStrike. I can see them losing a bunch of customers now. I know I would. They just cost me millions of dollars. Yeah, you're out. Let's see. Sith Lord says the Field of Dreams.
Yes, Field of Dreams.
Yes, that was it. Okay, guys, stop talking smack about Axel. It's all right, man. It's all just part of the fun. Okay, so moving on to the next topic. And again, sorry that you guys won't be able to see what I'm reading here. I apologize. Let me see if I have internet yet. Let me click on something random. See if it loads.
For some reason, Axel sounds like he's inside the bathroom.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my phone. That's my phone instead of my awesome Yeti microphone. Here we go. All right, no internet yet, guys. So it could be down for a couple of hours. Hold on one second. Let me zoom in on this. So the FTC. So with Game Pass's new tiers came out, the FTC has come out and went against Microsoft. Now, if you remember, go back to the FTC days. The FTC during the trial straight said, "Are you going to increase the price of Game Pass with this purchase when you add new games and stuff?" And Microsoft straight up said no. They've added one game at the current tier, the FTC trial tier. Now that the trial's ended, they raised the price, and we still are only at one game officially. 2 game, but the second game got announced, of course, Call of Duty, right? So the FTC has filed a lawsuit again, basically because they lied. Let's see. Microsoft is raising the price for its Game Pass Ultimate product from $16.99 a month to $19.99 a month, a 17% year-over-year increase. Holy crap! When you put it in percentage, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. Additionally, Microsoft is discontinuing its $10.99 console Game Pass product. Users of that product must pay 81% more to switch to Game Pass Ultimate. For consumers unwilling to pay 81% more, Microsoft is introducing a degraded product, Game Pass Standard, at $14.99 a month. This product costs 36% more than console Game Pass and withholds day one releases. Product degradation, they define it, the removing of the most valuable games from Microsoft's new service, combined with price increases for new customers, is exactly the sort of consumer harm from the merger the FTC has alleged. Microsoft's price increases in product degradation combined with Microsoft's reduced investment in output and product quality via employee layoffs are the hallmarks of a firm exercising market power post-merger. And they go on, and basically they're saying this is why we want to sue them. Now, that was through the FTC's lawyers. Now, Microsoft, through their lawyers, Wilkinson and Stelkloff. I'm sorry if I murdered your name here, person. They say the FTC later presents a misleading extra record account of the facts and is a continuation of the agency's attempts to reinvent its case on appeal. Earlier this month, Microsoft announced changes to its gaming subscription services Game Pass to provide consumers valuable options at different price points. Microsoft is offering a new service tier, Game Pass Standard, which offers access to hundreds of back catalog games and multiplayer functionality for $15 a month. It is wrong to call this a degraded version of the discontinued Game Pass for console offering. I disagree, but we'll go on that. That discontinued product did not offer multiplayer functionality, which had to be purchased separately for an additional $10 a month, making the total cost of $20.98. While Game Pass price will increase from $16.99 to $19.99, the service will offer more value through many new games available day and date. And amongst them is the upcoming release of Call of Duty, which has never before been available on subscription day and date. Thank you so much. Let's see. The FTC barely mentioned subscription at trial instead of focusing on the theory that Microsoft would withhold Call of Duty from Sony's console. That was the whole focus of the trial, if you remember, was withholding Call of Duty from Sony. The district court correctly rejected that theory, which is now further eroded by Microsoft and Sony's 10-year agreement to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation, a contract Sony was, quote-unquote, thrilled to enter. While the FTC has now tried to shift focus to its alleged subscription market, its letter does not map onto its arguments below. So there you go. Their counter argument is, hey, man, your whole lawsuit was about excluding games from competitors, not from our own services. Get with the times, man. Be consistent. So yeah, Dreadpool. We'll start with you. What do you think about this new FTC trial?
More money being wasted. I don't know which way it's gonna go. None of us like the price hike. None of us agree with it. Saying we can understand it doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? It's just we're all living in hard times. But Disney did the same thing. They price hiked another thing for their services, right? And what happened was when they did the price hike for their services, they lost a lot of customers. The problem was they made more money losing those customers because the price hike negated the fact that they were losing people. And this is the problem that I see. I don't like it, but I see that they use this as a justification that they're still making money. I don't know the whole details on this, but when you look at it as a subscriber side, I'm actually getting less, because if you were paying for the basic one and getting online and you were paying $20, then you were already getting Ultimate, because if you're already doing the combo, you were just getting Ultimate. But if you weren't and you were doing one or the other, now you're forced to go up and pay $1 less than you would have with the Ultimate that you weren't willing to pay for in the first place. So yeah, you're getting more stuff, but you're actually not. So depending on how you look at the breakdown, I don't see it as a good thing. No matter, again, they're making money hand over fist. We're not. All right, I get yearly insults from my company, and a lot of people do too. So those yearly insults aren't justification to jack everything up. So again, the services, it's just.
Do you feel that it's degraded, Dread?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do agree with the FTC saying that it's a
Yes.
degraded product at an 80% or sorry, a 30% increase.
Right. Like I said,
36% increase.
it doesn't affect me per se
But
when it comes
the
to
argument is it's
what I'm getting,
degraded.
because I'm already paying the maximum anyway, right?
Right.
But I'm looking at it as if I wasn't. You know, yeah, I got to pay an extra $4 to $5. Was it $4?
Mhm.
It sucks. But you know what? It's also stopping me from buying a secondary subscription for Tiny Giant or Death Dealer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the only one that has a sub, so they have to use my account to be able to link in for their accounts to play. I use
That's
my
where all
own
those
Xbox.
achievements came from.
No. They're using my account to access the game on their account.
So they're doing the work for you.
They're not.
Got it.
So
Got
Good didn't play games this week. Tiny
Yeah.
Giant. Shout out to Tiny Giant. Way to be
Yeah.
the MVP of the house, Tiny Giant.
Yep.
I'm just messing with you, Dread. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jim Ryan.
Shaddai, do
I
you
mean,
feel that
NASA.
this is degraded? And while Shaddai answers, I'm going to go reset my whole internet setup, guys. I'll be right back. Shaddai, do you feel that this is degraded?
Okay. I'm not good into this financial. That's why I hate math and all that 80% whatever. But the only thing that I can say is pretty much they're forcing you to go ultimate. That's pretty much it. They're trying to force you to go for the ultimate. The thing with it is that is the only thing that is saving is that date, and you get everything. And what Microsoft is going to be using is like, yeah, but if you look at it, you're getting to play in the PC, like they usually say. You get the chance to play on the PC, cloud, so you get all this feature included. I really don't know, because for me, I really don't care too much about Game Pass, because my only Game Pass that I have is my backlog. Let's be honest. My backlog itself that's a Game Pass for me. But for others that, they play a lot of Call of Duty and any other online games, yes, they're going to care about those things. So I don't know how I feel about this. For me, I'm like, I don't care about Game Pass. Like I say, I have my backlog game anyways. That's the Game Pass itself. So I don't know. In some parts, I do agree with the FTC in some parts, but at the same time, you're messing with Microsoft money, so they will say anything because like, hey, this is our money maker. Stop messing with it. And well, let's see how it goes. The only thing that I can say is let's see how it goes. And right now, not too long ago, I was checking my bank account and I saw that Netflix is $25 a month now out of the 20. So we see where this is going for the subscription. There's no limits. I wouldn't be surprised that later on they will come with a law that says when you have a subscription, you can only go yay high to a certain amount of time. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I just wanted to see where it goes.
Yeah, and of course this is a trial, so we won't know the results of it for like another year. Let's check in. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Sorry guys, this is taking me a little longer to do all this. Let's see.
That's what happened when you use that I have, internet.
Yeah. Let's see. Doggy Dog says, good to see my tax dollars are being put to work. You're dang right. Dang right, Doggy Dog. Let's see. Does this work here? Oh, it does. Holy cow, it works. Get rid of that. Then days later, after the PIP story, I hear Netflix is raising price or adding back ads. So now everybody's is raising prices. Yeah, but it's a change of what you get for the money for Microsoft. That new tier and cancellation of the existing tiers is really where the FTC is hitting them.
Yeah, you're also you're not guaranteed day and date. They're not telling you when those new games are coming into the service at all. So you could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years, it could be 4 years.
Remember,
you never know.
They said 12 months or more.
Right.
12 months or more was the statement.
I thought it was like 6. I think the lower tier was like you have to wait for that day and date 6 months later. I think I saw that one. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So
Uh,
case by case basis,
Yep.
and again, case by case basis can mean anything to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You went, they could just say, you know what, this ain't the time or place for this one. We'll just hold off.
right.
And they'll have
Let's see.
another Resident Evil 7 on iOS.
Mhm. Fastback. Fastback says FTC is just another overregulating part of the government that already forced Xbox to make adjustments like cloud availability with other services besides theirs. Yeah. Let's see. Is the FTC going after all the streaming services, raising price for subscriptions to avoid advertising? Yeah, for real. Let's see. Whoops. Sorry, I blocked it. Da, 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 da. My wife says Mr. Dreadpool doesn't want to say no because he doesn't want to offend
Offend.
Tiny Giant. I think she is the MVP. All this time, she is the one who gets scores for Mr. Dreadpool. That's right.
Yeah.
You want to know? I think that it's Tiny Giant who, when we were playing racing games, I think it was Tiny Giant who was winning those races because when Dreadpool plays racing games, he just runs people off the road. Just saying.
No, you just like running into rocks.
Sith Lord. Axel, did you try smacking around it like it's Dreadpool, like it's Deadpool cheek?
Oh,
I have not. I went and reset it though. Let's see.
So he said Deadpool, and you're saying Dreadpool. Are you thinking about my cheeks?
No, I'm not.
oh! I
No,
think
no.
I heard that. Yo, I think
My
I
Sunday's
heard
going.
that. I think I heard that.
Let's see. Fastback says day one in Game Pass is a luxury, like movies you don't get in a subscription day one. If you want to you have to pay more. When the whole reason Xbox when Game Pass first existed, the whole reason it existed was day one, right? And if they ever get rid of that day one, I'm subscribing. I'm sorry, like I'm dropping tears because that day one is a huge reason why I subscribe
These
to the
tears?
tier I subscribe, right?
Yeah, those tears.
Yeah, but and this is just like Amazon. Amazon used to advertise Amazon Prime Video, no ads ever was the advertisement, right? And now they want to add an advertising tier. They got a class action lawsuit because they said no ads ever. So you got to be careful with this. People will take it serious,
And that's why the FTC is doing that because they said they were never going to raise it. And look what's happening.
right? Well, they weren't going to raise it because of this. Shout out to Jesse Darby. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Let's see. So yeah, I feel that this is true here. Jesse Darby. In reality, the only thing the FTC was worried about this time around is them pulling Call of Duty out of the standard tier. That's their biggest gripe, probably. That could be it. That could be it. Call of Duty was the main lawsuit. You got a good point there, Jesse Darby. Yeah, Fastback Game Pass is cheaper than paying $70 games, depending on how many games you buy. For us hardcore guys, of course, Game Pass Ultimate is worth it because we're gonna buy more than 3.5 games. I think is the current price a year. But if it goes up to like 4 games price, now I'm out of here because I don't really buy games brand new. I buy them on sale. Let's see. Let's see. Doggy does some price comparison here. The lowest tier Game Pass is $5 less than PS Plus Essential. The middle tier Game Pass is better than PS Plus Extra, but is it cheaper? Game Pass Ultimate is by far superior to the price with EA Play and Day and Date games to PS Plus Premium. Absolutely, it is the best value in gaming, Doggy. Yeah.
Still a good value. It's just
super good value.
There's certain things about the certain tiers that you're losing out that for price doesn't make sense. For that price, it's like the incentive of when you go to a fast food place and you're like, oh well, I can get a small cup of whatever the drink is that you wanted, or for a few cents more, I can get the medium, which is a lot more in there, or a few cents more than that, I can get the large. You know, remember the extra larges that you used to be able to get at McDonald's?
Yeah, the
Again,
big
you know,
size. What was it? Or what was it? Super size.
super size, yeah. So again, when you're looking at it, the number compared to what you normally would have got looks better to get the bigger value. But yet again, you didn't need all that. But if you were to get your value down with the lower tier, it wouldn't be bad. The FTC is basically, the whole theory, right, is to make sure that the consumers are protected from these companies, because these companies can go overboard. Yes, it's a choice, but if you rely on these things and the products and the services that they provide, and now they keep jacking them up to you can't do anything about it, or you fall into it where it just sucks up your life. You know, and that's the problem is, you know, the EU fights for their constituents a lot more than our own government does. You know what I mean?
Our
So a
government
lot
is
of times,
100% corporate.
yeah,
It's
so it's like,
100% corpo.
and that's the thing is, like, at the same time, I want less government involved in my life. I want the government just to do their thing, keep the rest of us going, and let us do our thing. But at the same time, they need to be there to protect us.
The right way, not
right,
that
right
crazy,
way,
right way.
not that crazy thing.
So
Shout out
it's
to
just
Ice Queen Gaming. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. She says, "Hey, I'm finally off my meds that I take for my mental health issues, but I still have to check checkups for my mental health at the doctor's." Hey, congratulations,
awesome.
Ice Queen.
Congratulations.
Yay!
That's awesome. Don't ignore that mental health. It's super duper important.
Yep.
I know a lot of people might not show that it's important, but it is 100% important. So yes, let's see. Lots of let's see.
And don't forget the one tier, you have to, it's a minimum of the amount, whatever the price
Right.
was.
Let's see. Legendary Yobi says they weren't going to change prices at Game Pass at the time. Yes, it was true at the moment. Things changed, business changed. The price hike was coming regardless of what was said in court. It's corporal lingo. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah.
Corporal lingo.
So X-Men is thinking about going over to Game Pass Standard, to the $75 a year one. Right? That's standard, right?
Again, it's an option.
Or
It's
is that
instruct-
console? Because console, let's see. Standard is, whoops, I don't know why I did that. Standard, Game Pass Standard is $180. So what's Game Pass?
I thought you don't have internet.
Game Pass Core? Is it Core? That's like,
Game Core left.
yeah, there's nothing available for $6.25 there. A month. So expensive. I have no idea what you're talking about there. So yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah. So Fastback said, again, if I buy a Mustang GT, should I get a supercharger with it like a Mustang Shelby? Does it which costs more for a reason? So there's an argument, right? So I'm going to use Toyota because my family is huge Toyota people. So my father-in-law, he had a Toyota Tundra 8 V8, right? And it got totaled. He got T-boned and it got totaled. And he went to Toyota to buy another one, and he bought last year's model because it was still a V8. The current year model is a turboed V6, right? And he doesn't want that. He wants the V8. So he bought last year's model for V8. Same Tundra, different internals there. Which one would you pay for? My stepdad made his choice. He wanted the V8.
Well, same thing happened with us. Our vehicle got totaled, right? We had a 2.5
Yeah, when you're
liter.
driving, I totally believe it 100%. Yes.
Yeah, well, we had a 2.5 liter, which is the
Yeah.
exact same as what I race in the Spec V. And the replacement is a 1.3 liter turbo.
Wow.
That's the only option. Again,
Same car.
Same car.
Same car.
And,
Yeah.
you know, again, so it, you know, when it comes to the way that Fastback is putting it, yes, you still have to pay more for that. That's an added option. That's not part of the standard stock. Well, the way that Axel and I had to go through, well, his relative, is no option. It is what it is. They removed the option to have it. They could have left the option for this motor or this motor. We would have picked the same 2.5 motor.
Now all the Tundra V6s are on recall. So it's 2 years worth of Tundra recalls. So yeah. Anyways, but that's our point. That's why they're calling it a degraded service, because the middle tier changed, and the top tier got more expensive.
And the middle tier,
like I understand the top tier getting more expensive as long as we don't lose value. And what I mean by value is they don't remove EA Play, they don't remove cloud gaming. They don't remove includes
PC.
console and PC. You know, I'm happy paying for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate at the increased price, because it's still valuable to me, because I use it across everything that I just stated, and day and date. But let's pretend they did the top tier and they removed day and date. Oh, hell no. Just hell no. You know, like it's not the same service at that point. It's not just a price increase. That's a devaluation, degrading, if you will. Now, this is a little hard, because while they raised the price and removed day and date, they included online mode, which is what we said Game Pass Core should have had, or Game Pass Console should have always had. So it's a little tit for tat, right? It's a little balancing act. So this is going to be a hard argument for the FTC to make. Just saying. Let's see. PlayStation raised their prices 30% and gave nothing new. Microsoft raised their prices 30%, 25%, and gives more, but it's bad. Yeah. TJ, we're talking about the FTC suing Microsoft again. Sorry, I don't have the topic up on the screen. I lost internet, so my computer is out. Let's see. I just got a text message from AT&T. Let me see what it says. It looks like internet service is down. Yeah, no crap, AT&T.
Microsoft.
Stupid cloud strike. Let's see. If day and date goes away in the future, it won't bother me. Still getting value out of it. They are still supplying me with games, and I'm happy with it. You know, everybody has a different
perspective
of what their money should be worth. And for me, the whole reason I got Game Pass before it included EA Plus and before all that was the day and date. It was advertised day and date. And to me, that is still what makes Game Pass the best value in gaming today. Let's see. Oh, so he's talking about Core. Okay, he's talking about Core. It used to be called Xbox Live Gold, but it went up $15. Now it's $75 instead of $60. Yeah, so you're talking about Core or Gold. Okay. Let's see. And I'm just sorry guys. There's so much chat. Shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome.
Remember,
DE says, I heard it's a tax per mile because EVs and hybrids don't use as much gas, but still put rubber to the road. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let's see. TJI says marketing in Europe wouldn't really do much. What Xbox needs to do is save that money and ramp it up when their new Xbox is coming out and the handheld. The Series X S gen is nearly done. Almost. Although I feel like this gen really went by fast.
I agree.
I feel like this gen went by real fast, you know. And I think that's it for now, guys. Anyways, I feel like we beat this topic to death. The FTC is suing. There's lots of opinions here we could have. At the end, for us as consumers, it is what it is, unless the FTC somehow miraculously wins their case. So we shall see.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So my next topic was on Halo. I was going to show this because this is more of a thread from Bathrobe Spartan. And Bethroad Spartan made the case that 343 Industries is basically turning into a a supervising studio, an overview studio, than it is a production studio. And he makes a big argument using the long thread. And I was going to read parts of the thread, but I guess I'll read it now. So he calls it the state of 343 Industries on Twitter. He makes argument of structure and headcount, the impact on Halo and Infinite, and new production method. So he says that 343 Industries kept losing people in 2023 and 2024. Short example below: people leaving as the studio headed more towards outsourcing content. Contractors having their contracts not being renewed. Estimate 50 to 60 people let go on top of the 100 people laid off. So 343 is reducing their headcount. Some roles transfer to Microsoft Xbox team instead of being internalized at 343 Industries in 2023 and 24, allowing for a clearer separation of responsibilities for Halo content. Communication and brand strategy went over to Microsoft and Xbox. Franchise and project management stayed at 343 Industry. That just sounds like corporate restructuring, right? Is 343 Industry still relying on contractors? Yes. Many staff are still not pleased to see leadership appears to have not learned their lessons from the production of Halo Infinite and how it affected the outcome. Contractors are not being made permanent, as staff is not being treated like 343 employees. According to the people we talked to, 12 since March of 2024, the studio appears to be less than 280 as of May 2024. Only 30% of the staff, of the remaining staff, is related to game content production, probably season passes and whatnot. Many are business-oriented roles and producers. However, LinkedIn is telling them otherwise. Many listed profiles weren't updated or have not been working at 343 Industries anymore. Many profiles are not related to 343 at all, so he posts a bunch of pictures. 343 has opened new positions as well. True, it didn't open enough positions to fill the gap from what it was before 2023. Permanent positions open in 2023 and 2024 is 32. People who left the company, 140. Not enough staff to be production ready. So he goes, what was the impact on Infinite? Budget allowed to 343 Industry has been severely impacted and controlled, as it always should be. People who left, this is why recruiting new employees took longer than expected and pushed people to leave. Key roles couldn't be replaced in time to finish the content that was left on Halo, like the co-op. While Halo Infinite didn't meet its commercial goals, it still made enough to justify finishing the content already contracted with external studios, but not enough to justify going more than what was already started, aka Halo Infinite The Endless, which I thought was going to come, but apparently I was lied to. Which is why you've seen partner studios forge maps not being as high quality as you expect. I think the forge maps are pretty good. Have you checked out any forge maps? I think some of them are pretty damn good. Let's see. So as the product didn't meet its commercial goal, projection implied it wasn't worth contracting new content outside of cosmetics, which was left to be finished. Oh yeah, Dreadpool has it there. Yeah. Let's see, can I make Dreadpool's screen big?
Where do you need me?
But it's backwards to me.
Is it backwards?
It's mirrored to me. Does it look mirrored to you?
It looks backwards to me.
Yeah, that's mirrored. There we go. All right. I'm down. Let's see. Where are you? Yes, many are not pleased to see leadership appears to have not even learned. Scroll down. Scroll. Scroll. Right there's where I'm at. Right there. Just stay right there. Let's see. But what was the staff doing that left 343 Industries in 2023, 2024? As the company was figuring out the next move in organization, many employees helped other Xbox studios on their products, since most of the Halo Infinite content was handled by contracted studios. So the new production method, 343 Industries has shifted to a new production method, separating leading development and production, hiring lead positions to do the concept and pre-production in-house, and handing off the production to work on other studios, similar to Halo Wars 2. Recruiting recruiting less content creating roles and more lead profiles to test, iterate, and validate content and gameplay before working with external studios to go to full production. From people who left, 2 partner studios contracted to work on 2 separate projects this way. Both projects are still in pre-production phase and none have entered production so far. One appears to be a PvP, bigger scale-oriented project, legacy of what was started 4 Infinite years ago. Estimate from people we talked to at least 2 years before any release. This new method is important shift to how the company works so far on projects. Aim is for this new method to help produce content for games at a more reliable pace in the future and cost effective, but it takes a lot of time to ramp up from years of working differently. This new method of production is in hope of reproducing what happened to Halo, is in hope of not reproducing what happened to Halo Infinite. This is potentially a more reliable way to control budget and product quality while avoiding delays and internal production issues by separating roles. In short, buckle up, the community will have to be very patient before seeing any new announcement for the new Halo games. This is the legacy of Halo Infinite, unfortunately, and it takes time for even a new leadership to course correct a studio for their production pipeline. And so, yeah, basically, those are his arguments that Halo is shifting from a development studio to an overseeing studio. So now, Jez Corden did come out and say that this is not true. And that's all. He just put it on a tweet saying that it's false. But he makes some good arguments here. Shaddai, how do you feel? Do you think 343 is going to go the route of making Halo Infinite 2 or whatever the heck it's going to be called, like they did Halo Wars 2?
Making Halo great again? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe it'll be great again. I'm saying maybe.
I think since the beginning of Halo Infinite, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people wanted it to split 343 into something else instead of having this 500 people working on one project with a massive budget on that game. I guess some people say 343 derailed compared to Bungie, that they know what they were doing. If this actually true, I'd rather say it's a good idea, but it's kind of a little bit too late. That should have been done a long time ago to restructure 343, and probably could have been Halo Infinite could have been done something differently. But there was a lot of going on in 343, especially when you have that many contractors working on the project. There's a lot of mess on that thing, but it needed to be, that 343 needed to be changed. It really did need it, because I don't know, there was too many bumping heads, ideas. They were leaving, they were assigning, and then the other one leave, and I'd rather have it as a small scale studio. They should be pretty much more like Obsidian. That the smaller the smaller the scale, the better the games are. So I expect 343 to be more focused, a little bit more focused on what they were doing, instead of being overwhelmed with a lot of things, a lot of heads, and all that. That's my thought. That's my thought. And that's a really good change for me. It needed to be.
So you're hoping it is true?
I hope it's somewhat semi-true.
Yeah.
Because it can be, but at the same time, maybe not, because they want the product to go to people's hands faster. The bigger the group, the quicker the product is going to be out. But at the same time, it's going to end up being incomplete. So let's see. So I'd rather say it's like semi-true, I guess. But let's see how it goes.
Right. So a company that's famous for doing this actually is Nintendo. A lot of Nintendo first-party games get outsourced. And then they get brought in, Nintendo reviews them, and they decide if they're going to continue. Metroid Prime 4 is a very good example of this. And I'm hyped for Metroid Prime 4. But again, the skill in Nintendo games is much smaller than anybody else because they don't have voice acting in a lot of them. They don't have realistic graphics, all that stuff. So for Nintendo, it might make sense for them to do this. But Halo, I mean, this is a heck of a franchise. It's my favorite franchise. Dreadpool, do you think that they should go the Nintendo route, or they should stay like this? They should stay like, or do you think they should become an overseeing studio at this point?
You know, with the way their history's going, it almost makes sense to make them as a overseer. But it feels like they've already been doing that when they got rid of all the other companies that were, all the support studios, and nobody was there to support the game after the fact.
Mhm.
So does it really matter which way they go? It's one of those things that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And unfortunately, they need to figure out how to properly do it. Get back to the old ways that they used to do it. If they need support staff, they need to figure it out. But they need to also support the game after launch. That's their biggest issue. Let's go back to what was it?
Halo 4?
3. How many games did we get out of Halo 3? Right? Halo Infinite was supposed to be a platform that they would use this game engine over and over again to create more storylines that we could just go in.
Yeah, that it would be quicker too to do so.
That was the whole thing. We had ODST, we had Reach, we had, so again, we had all these games that came out back to back to back. It wasn't that soon, but still, it was soon enough, because once you build the engine, you just tweak it out as you advance it for the next game. And just worry about the storyline, because the multiplayer, it makes sense. It's already separate on its own, and it's getting its own tweaks anyway. So it's got nothing to do with when it comes to the campaign. And
is there execution?
There was a lot of misses. Yeah, there was a lot of misses on this execution. We were supposed to get 4-player split screen. We're supposed to get co-op. We're supposed to get this. We're supposed to get that. We finally got the co-op a year later. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of misses.
We got online co-op, not couch co-op.
Right. But
yeah.
Again, we got a lot of near misses, and a lot of them took a little too long. This is the same situation. I've yet to play the co-op. You know why? Everybody's that wanted to play it had already played it, and I've beaten it on the highest. What was it? Not legendary. The next one down.
Heroic.
Yeah, heroic. Thank you. So I beat it on heroic by myself. Because
Same.
I was waiting to do legendary with somebody, because I knew it was going to be one of those things that I really didn't want to torture myself that bad. But with a squad of 4 of us, we could do it no problem. And we have ways to get around certain things when there's 4 people.
It's on that infinite ammo skull, baby.
Right. So, but again, it's trying to get it going. Why can't they just, I don't know, support the game properly? From the get go, and into the future with other games.
Yeah,
so
I hate
again,
to say it, but
it's a management
it makes
issue.
me sad.
I'm sorry.
It makes me sad. It makes me sad because Bonnie Ross, I thought she was going to do great. As a CSU alum as I am, and she left it a mess. She collected the bag, but she didn't. She left it a mess.
She also had multiple hats on her, which
she did. I mean, when she got replaced by 3 people.
Right, but it just shows you how much she had on her shoulders.
Yeah,
and this is why certain things happen. Even with my industry, we have 2 bosses, and our 2 bosses, we usually had 1 coordinator, but the 2 bosses held with so many different guys, and now we're back down to 1 boss, and now we have 2 coordinators, which should be the same. But for a while there, we had 1 boss and 1 coordinator. We actually ran by ourselves. This is how efficient we were as a group. We didn't have a boss. We had a coordinator, and our boss's boss was the overseer going between different sites. You know what I mean? So the whole Southeast area, and we still ran efficiently without a boss. But that's also what tells you that, you know, the group of guys that we were able to self-manage ourselves to run the, you know, as if had somebody there, and we didn't have that, you know, and we still succeeded. Now, whether or not, you know, this would have worked with anybody else, it's another story, you know. And now we have another set of guys, you know, because obviously some guys have left, we got some new guys, you know, rotation and everything. I can't say we could do that again with the guys we have now. So again, if this happened to 343, went back when it was the Bungie days, they probably could have done something like that. But again, you know, we still have 343 guys that are ex-Bungie that are running the, you know, working in there, and they may not be able to do the same thing. And management is a key thing. If you don't have proper management, proper leadership, proper guidance to keep everybody on the same page, if you don't have the workers that are capable of doing what they need to do on their own, and at the same time handle whatever management needs them to do, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors here that you can't say this is the one thing, that is the other thing. You can't say it's all Bonnie. You can't say it's all this, it's all that. You can't say it's just 343 because they're not Bungie. Well, they used to be Bungie. And again, with rotation, you have less and less people that were around from the start, you know, but you still have people that were around from the last one, which was Halo 5, you know, and they came from 343. I'm sorry, from Bungie, you know. So when you look at those transitions, you do have some history, but you have to have the people in the right places to do that. And if they're not in the right places, this is what happens. You know, you hired outside help to push it along and move it forward, but nobody was there for the support. Nobody was there for the continuation of the next game that should have been put out by now, or at least in the headlights of, hey, you know, here's the next Halo game coming right alongside with all these other bangers that are coming out.
Yeah, right? I really wanted to see the expansion, a single player expansion or something.
Yeah.
You know, 343 did so many things that people just hated on for no reason.
Yes.
In my opinion. You know, 343 did the whole, you know, Spartan Ops thing with Halo 4. I thought that was awesome. People bash should be like, oh, they use the same thing over and over again. It's like, I don't care, man. It's a new story, and it was really good story. It was a good story.
That was good. That was actually good.
Halo 5 did it so that everybody, it was 4-player co-op, and everybody got to play a different Spartan. You played as a Spartan team. I thought that was awesome.
I thought that was great.
That was awesome. People hated it. They're like, Master Chief, you know, only Master Chief. Now, I understand. I didn't want to switch between Master Chief and Locke as much as I did, but I think they were trying to make Locke into a new Arbiter, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Halo Infinite went back to the way the Halo Online community basically whines and complains because what they basically want is Halo 3 remastered. I'm just gonna be real here. That's what they want. That's what they cry for, right? If you listen to all their complaints, and I mean really listen to it, all they're crying for is Halo 3 remastered. So yeah,
some of them were just crying just to hear themselves cry. Again, some people were the self-prescribed saviors of gaming, and they just, you know, want to cry to get that attention.
Yeah, I thought the movement in Halo 5 was fun. I like the ground pound, all that was taken away in Halo Infinite. Now, Halo Infinite did do some great things I like. I like the open world setup. I like the camp setup. I like the fact that you felt like you were gaining ground and actually liberating the Halo ring. The story was great. But again, I just feel like so much people just want to complain about Halo. So 343 is stuck in this trying to please everybody. And frankly, I think 343 needs to stop listening to everybody. Put out the game you want to put out. Stop caring what everybody is crying online about and just put out your game, because after 3 games of putting out 3 games, guess what, 343? Those people are still going to complain about it. So just put out the game you want. Just put out the game you want. So yeah, that's what I'll say. Shout out to Splendor first. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. No, I am not in the closet. I am here in my bedroom with my internet out. According to this, it says it's an internal network error now. So I don't know. Something happened to my IP address. I need to go and troubleshoot my router somehow.
Okay, so the question is this though: should 343 cancel all outside contract and just let them focus themselves with the project?
No, you can't.
No, but most of it needs to be done internally, I think.
The outside help is always out there. A lot of games use outside help. It's just the main core of developers need to be internal that know how everything works. You can't rely on the outside that are helping you get past the line to be the only ones that know what's going on with the game. And that was the issue. Is a lot of those people that knew how to troubleshoot, how to fix all this stuff, they put it all together. They're gone, and the internal team basically didn't know anything. And if we do the same thing here, where they're just a managing company, or a managing developer, what's going to happen with the next game? And it's a catch-22. You got to use them, but you can't use them all the time or 100%. And when they're gone, we're going to have the same issue. So they need to make sure that they have people in place that know what's going on and how to fix things immediately. But if you don't have that experience and you're just using outsiders, we're going to have the same situation.
Yeah, because we don't want another Master Chief Collection with having 7 different studios and came out all broken. We don't want that a repeat. And I guess Axels is very interested in the subject because, he's in shock.
I'm in shock of what? Of what?
No, you just froze a little bit.
Sorry. I'm trying to troubleshoot my internet at the same time. AT&T says that it's working, but I'm going to tell you right now, broadband is down.
Go to your modem.
Yeah, hold on. I'm doing a reset.
Power your router down.
Yeah, I already did that 3 times already. So hold on. I got to go
power
get a
down
code.
Your modem coming in from the road.
Yep. Well, my modem and router are the same thing. This is fiber, baby. All right, I got to get my access code.
Oh, no wonder.
Hold on. Anyways, yeah, so Halo being down sucks. Hey, it is what it is. I'm going to turn off my camera while I'm over here. Now I am in the closet, Splendiferous. Now I am in the closet. Oh my God, that is a hell of a password.
Don't go into the light, Carol Ann.
It's probably going to say can't use a camera. Oh, there we go. It did. Can. Anyway, so yeah. Hey.
Did we lose him? Yeah, I think we lost him.
Oh, we lost Axel now?
He said, hey. Hey.
But other than...
Hey, there we go. Am I back? Can you guys hear me?
You're back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, sorry about that.
Went into the closet for some quiet time, huh?
You gotta keep things in the closet sometimes,
Yes. Those skeletons.
Like clothes. Well, so whether it's happening or not, whether it's true or not, I don't see it really being a super negative thing for Halo as a franchise. I just want 343 to stop. And I do mean stop listening to the community and just make the game you want to make. Because no matter what, the Halo community will complain no matter what. I promise you, everybody who has been complaining will continue to complain because that's what they are, is complainers.
Are you one of them?
I loved Halo 4. I loved Halo Infinite. Halo 5, the only thing I had a problem with the campaign is that they tried to make lock important, and I didn't want that. But did I love the gameplay? Yes. Did I love the 4-player style they had? Yes. Did I love the armor locking? Not the armor locking. The ground pounding and all that stuff? Absolutely. I even liked the oh Jesus.
He wasn't in there.
I like Didac. I like Didac and the Prometheans. I even like the Prometheans. A lot of people hated the Prometheans. To me, they totally made sense. They're like, oh, fighting robots. And I'm like, they're not robots. If you listen to the lore, they're technically dead humans. You're killing AI captured enslaved humans, essentially. And the whole evil Cortana thing. I never got to see the real finish of Rampant Cortana. Instead, they soft rebooted Halo with Halo Infinite, and I hate that. Like, please stop listening to the complaining community, because that's all they do is complain.
Look at We Happy Few. The game was looking great, and they listened to the community feedback, and they changed the game according to the community. Sometimes, and this is unfortunately, this is one thing that I agree upon, but I can't believe I have to agree with it. But Steve Jobs says sometimes the customers doesn't know what they want. We got to provide it to them, and then they'll figure it out. You know what I mean? So they don't know what they want, and that's why you force it upon them, and then everything's fine.
But remember, is us as a customer. When you are giving us a brand new IP, we get accustomed to that. So every change that a studio will make, you know what's gonna happen is like they expecting like no evolution, just stay with the same until they get tired of it.
But that's the same scenario I give out bands. When bands don't change and mature with their music, they die out, because it's the same thing, right? What happened with Korn? Each album is completely different. Even when they said, I want to go back to the original album, it never sounded like the original album. It just kept on maturing and going from there, because they drew inspiration from other bands that they ended up using it as inspiration, right? So they did all that. Now you look at REM, didn't even know that they put out the same song but with different lyrics.
Right.
Literally the same rhythm, the same chord, the same cuts and everything, right? Metallica, Lars created a brand new song, which was literally the same song that he had already made and put out years prior. So again, sometimes if you sound the same too long, you repeat the same music, and people will catch on to it, and people will stop listening. And that's the problem. Is you think you can do no wrong because you're perfect, but yet when you grow as a band, and this is the same scenario here. When you grow as a dev team, where the game can grow and expand the lore and add more to it, it becomes better. Because if you don't try to do anything better, it's just last year's game, and that's all it's going to be. It was last year's has been, and that's the unfortunate part. You look at again, Call of Duty. How many times do people complain about Call of Duty, and then they're like, oh, it's good, we're going back to this one. We don't like Raven, we like Treyarch. We don't like Treyarch, we like, you know what I mean? And they're going back and forth. And now, what was the one with the boots on the ground? Ground. But guess what? That game that they said boots on the ground is now a good game, which I thought, we don't jump, we don't do it. It was basically Titanfall, Call of Duty, right? We don't jump, we don't do this, boots on the ground. But now it's a good game. So what happened? Again, too many people are too busy
complaining,
being negative. Right. They're too busy being negative and trying to find the bad things versus just enjoying the good things.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying ignore what's bad. I'm just saying sometimes you just got to sit back and not be all full of yourself and thinking that you're righteous about everything. You never know.
Yeah. So Splendifer says, I don't want anyone else other than 343 to make Halo. Other studios can help. Agreed. Legendary Yobi says you didn't like that they tried to make Locke important. He's important. He's aspiring just like Chief. I'm tired of the Halo mainline focusing on Chief. He's solidified. I want Locke to return. I wouldn't mind Locke getting his own game spin-off, kind of like Halo Reach did or Halo ODST did. But I think the Halo mainline should be Chief. Or kill Chief and then get his replacement out. But as long as Chief is alive in the Halo timeline, I think the main game should be Chief.
I think part of the issue was the fact that Locke was hunting Chief.
Well, the advertising was really bad.
Yeah, the advertising really didn't.
The advertising was really bad. Yeah. Let's see. And again, this goes back to Legendary Yobi. Also, they have over 50 plus Spartan teams. It's getting old with the mainline story series focusing on Chief. The lore is bigger than Chief. Build on new legends. Okay, I agree. Like Halo Wars 2, you know, you got Jerome in there and his team. But if I ask people questions about Jerome and Red Team, you know, almost nothing is going to be said. But I love the Spartans in Halo Wars 2, and I like the captain in there. He is awesome. And don't forget, Halo Wars is so good that it gave us the new protagonist, the Banished. So that's really cool. That's really cool. That's really cool to me. Let's see.
Any Halo with the number on it, it should be Chief. Other like lock whatever, put it like ODST, a different name.
Yeah.
And there's
A
nothing
different
wrong with that.
something.
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I definitely agree with Yobi saying that the lore is bigger than that. Absolutely. There, if you've read some of these books, they go into detail of what other teams do. You know, so I really do like the fact that if we got more Halos, that they could be spin-off Halos, because you never know when you can hit. Like I really want Halo Wars 3. Like I want Halo Wars 3 a lot. But will I get a Halo Wars 3? Maybe, maybe not. From what I hear, it didn't do too well with player counts. So we'll see. But again, I just want 343 to make their Halo game and stop listening to everybody else. Because no matter what, everybody's gonna have an opinion. I mean, like Yobi's like, I don't want another Master Chief Halo, whereas I want Chief Halo. So either way, one of us is gonna be like, that sucks, right? No matter, that's a 50-50 coin. Like it's a binary status right there. It's either gonna be good or bad, depending on how they go. Yeah. And I also, the main thing I really, really want is I want Spartan 2s and Spartan 4s to play differently. You know, Spartan 2s are faster, stronger than Spartan 4s. Spartan 4s are more like, I don't know, agile, I almost want to say. But yeah, I just want to say that Spartan 4s and Spartan 2s are not the same. They don't have the same abilities. And the game should definitely show us difference. And that was my biggest problem with Halo 5, was that Locke played just like Chief when he shouldn't have. Yeah. So yeah. See, and Legendary Yobi already has one here. Better click that. There we go. I want to see a game focused on Spartan headhunters. Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah. And RWK88 says, I would just like Xbox to put a completely finished good game. That's all. You know, yeah, the Xbox Game Studios, not the Xbox, you know, not Bethesda, not all them. They need to put out finished products. And I think that's where they're going now. Yeah. Splendid Difference. They tried this in Halo 4 called Spartan Ops, and people hated the Spartan Ops. And again, everything we're saying they've already done, and people complained about it.
And it was fun.
And it was fun. I love the Spartan Ops. I love the story. I love the cutscenes. I don't know if you've seen the cutscenes in Spartan Ops, but it has one of the most awesome cutscenes you'll ever see of the Infinity before it was destroyed, basically taking the Covenant to town. Like they painted the cosmos red with their blood. Anyway, sticking on Halo, there will be no more Master Cheeks. Paramount Plus has canceled season 3 of the Halo show. Now, I'm not surprised because A, they didn't stick to the lore. B, they didn't stick to the lore, and C, the people that were making this didn't even play a Halo game. So we won't be seeing any more Master Cheeks on Paramount Plus. And you know, it was so. I'm not surprised because the main actor was like, "Oh, they have to see my face." No, they don't. No, they don't. Nobody needs to see your face. We're here for the chief, not for you. And he's like, "Oh, you know, I'm going to try to get them to know me as Master Chief." And instead, all we got to know was your butt cheeks. Okay, and the game also suffered from budget issues, in my opinion. even though season 2 was better than season 1, if you notice, they didn't have their armor or special effects on most of the show. And that usually means that it's low budget. When you don't have the main character in his armor most of the show, that just means it's low budget. And the story was starting to get interesting. I'll give them that. The story was starting to get interesting, but it just was not. It wasn't hitting the way it should have. It wasn't bringing in people to play Halo like Fallout did, who respected the content, who respected the series. So Halo, I think, could have done much, much better. I enjoyed the show for what it was, but it wasn't good enough to bring new content in. So yeah. It might be reverb from my microphone here, Dread, by the way. So yeah. So from my phone. So yeah, that's I'm sad to see the show go. I don't think anybody should pick it up. I definitely think they should recast and redo the show altogether. You know, because there's lots, as Yobi said, Halo is more than just Master Chief. They could do Halo something else. You know, bring one of the books to life. That's all I'm saying.
Well, look
That's
at
all I'm saying.
look at Halo 5 when they had that forgot the show. They had that online show.
Night something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Nightfall? Was it Nightfall?
Nightfall. Yeah, that was
I want to say it
good.
was Nightfall.
That was
Mhm.
good. It wasn't Master Chief, but it was a Spartans. Well, actually, it wasn't Spartans, but still, let's go look for it. But yeah, there was it was really cool. The way they did it was good, and it gave you more of an outside look of what's going on other in the universe other than Master Chief. It was good. I've got all the DVDs. I've got um, the anime versions on how how the kids were trained and this and that when they were younger, when they were older. I've got all that stuff.
Yeah, love that one. Love that one. Young John,
Yeah.
pre modifications. Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's good. They definitely could do a lot with the Halo franchise. So yeah, Shaddai, Master Cheeks has been canceled. Are you gonna miss the cheeks?
Well, which one is better? Deadpool's cheeks or Master Cheeks? The battle of the cheeks. So
I prefer neither of those cheeks.
My cheeks.
Oh, here we go. I already knew what was going on. You just mentioned it when that director said they never played the game. I knew that was an epic fail right there on the spot. And from season 1, I think only like 2 out of the 10. I think was 8 when they started fighting the Covenants, which it was cool. Yeah, I'm like, wow, it was really, really cool. But the thing is, like, I think they wanted it to create their own and not the game, which actually that's another epic fail.
Exactly.
That's another epic fail. I'm glad it's canceled. I know you guys mentioned Nightfall, but the first one that comes to mind, which was like the closest one, was Forward Until Dawn.
Oh,
that one was awesome too.
That was really awesome. That was really well made, especially the Hunter. That was really, really made. And that's something that we expected for a series to be made like that. You don't need, I know sometimes you need a bigger name, like whatever his name was, but the thing is, just keep it with the lore. You could do it like you guys said. It could be like in a game. You have this. Okay, you could have Master Chief, but then you could have, the ODST ones in somewhere else or whatever the case may be, similar to it. But it felt like everything wasn't organized. You get Chief here, then you got another thing here. He's fighting with Cortana, and he's kissing Cortana. Or I'm like, what the? or whatever her name is. So it was a total.
You're talking about the key?
Yeah, whatever that is, the weapon or
Yeah.
whatever that's called. So it's like, come on now, you're making a mess. You could tell they didn't want to make that series anyways. And plus, it's supposed to be Steven Spielberg. He's there, but he's not creating it. So that confuses me there. And Steven Spielberg is a really good director. So I'm glad it is canceled. I am really, really glad it's canceled. Recreate that.
Yeah. So, Legendary Yobi says, Axel, they fought the Covenant in episode 1 for 3 minutes. Well, you know what I mean, for 5 minutes. And then maybe 6 episodes later again. And the Fall of Reach, the way Fall of Reach was done was not good. Not good. That's all I'll say. So yeah, and like Shadai said, they're trying to make their own version of Halo instead of the Halo we knew.
Yeah, it was a total mess.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Dreadpool, are you gonna miss the cheeks?
You know, the funny thing is it's a double-headed sword on this one too.
So you don't know which cheek you like.
That's not what I said. For those that were into Halo, they were excited about this, right? And then they were disappointed. For those that weren't into Halo, I actually liked this because the storyline connected. So unfortunately, from what I'm hearing, there's a few people that I know that don't like Halo and they actually like the show. So again,
is it because they follow people?
No. A few people. I can talk about that behind the scenes, but yeah, they didn't like it. They've said it publicly they don't like Halo, but they all they and their wife loved the show. They were looking forward to it. So again, different people have different opinions on different things, and this is one of them. So it reached to the newbies that know nothing about Halo, but that also pissed off a lot of Halo fans that it didn't stick with the lore. It didn't stick with what we wanted to see and what we've seen through the past features that we've talked about.
It was the whole that not my Master Chief movement.
Right. So, and unfortunately, even with season 2 being better, I mean, season 1 was kind of iffy for me. Season 2 was a lot better.
Why does every season 2 always better than the first one? It's supposed to be the first one better.
It's a sequel. It has to be.
Because the Master Chief was a big old wimp. And episode 1 taking his helmet off every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I would have preferred it to be either somebody else's story or stick with with what Halo is for Master Chief. If you're going to go with Master Chief's story, stick with it. I understand that certain deviations have to happen for interest, to keep people still watching and interested in the show. And Walking Dead was one of those that started off at the very beginning, but they even said they're going to be completely different, and your main characters are going to die, and sure enough they did. They except for one guy until he finally said, "I'm done." But again, it's there's that catch-22. Which way do you go? Because it worked well for Walking Dead.
It did, but yeah, Halo I think was just it's way more grounded, and it is so funny because like Bonnie Ross, when she was there, she made sure that everything was up to lore. They had a lore master position there.
No.
Whose sole job was to make sure that everything Halo stuck to the lore. And then she left, and this series gets launched, and it's not sticking to the lore. And look what happened.
Wait a minute, it wasn't Bonnie Ross. It was Kiki Wolfkill.
Who?
Kiki Wolfkill is the
Who's
one
that?
From 343.
That left?
No, that she was overseeing the show. Kiki.
Oh yeah, well that's what I mean though. But when Bonnie Ross was there, she wouldn't have greenlit this if it wasn't to the lore.
Yeah, because Kiki
So-
Wolfska is the one who dealt with that.
Yeah, screw that person, fire that person, lay her off. No, okay, I'm just joking. By the way, that's just a joke. Calm down, everybody. And so yeah, I don't know. I'm not overly sad that Halo got canceled, but I can tell you right now, it's the only reason I had Paramount Plus. So Paramount Plus to the door, getting kicked to the side it goes. Sorry.
Yeah, same here. Same here. There were, you know, and that's the funny thing is I found a few other shows that I liked too, and
Yeah, Star Trek.
unfortunately- No. It was what was it called? Tracer.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was.
Never heard of it.
It was kind of like Finder, where the guy finds somebody that's missing. So cool stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a few other shows, but yeah, the Star Trek stuff and all that. Yeah.
So Master Chief is down. Sorry for everybody who liked it. But I think overall it's not a terrible thing. All right, let's move it along to the closing topic of the day. I don't know if you know this, Dreadpool, but after 10 years, 11 years technically, NCAA football has come back, baby. NCAA football 25 is out in early access, and I believe it releases this week, sometime this week. And you know, some people, I've seen a lot of people online say, I waited over 10 years for this. Of course, I'm paying the extra money because I'm not waiting another day. As a matter of fact, almost 700,000 players flooded EA servers, causing server issues to go down. NCAA college football is back, and I think it's super fun. Now, I still love Madden, but I think NCAA just has that, I don't know, where you can make a player and just totally take your school to the national championships, even though it may never happen in real life. But, you know, hey, it can happen in NCAA. And you have to recruit high schoolers and all that good stuff. It's fun. It's fun. If you know, NCAA 2014 was the last NCAA, and it was up there in price for collective reasons because it was the last one. Nobody thought it was ever going to be made again. And then EA hit us with this one, and it's turning out to be a giant success for them. So, not only is it a giant success for them, but guess who has the marketing rights to EA, NCAA football? Guess. Should I take a guess? Go ahead, guess.
The what? What?
The marketing rights to NCAA football.
They got to be to the players, right?
X gonna
No.
give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
That's right.
Your answer.
That's right. There's an Xbox show. We talk about Xbox here. NCAA football advertising rights.
Yeah. By the way, this came out on the
Xbox
19th.
has it. So because Xbox has been advertising NCAA football with the Xbox logo and all that good stuff, right? Xbox Series S has sold out in many places. As a matter of fact, they have never moved more Xbox Series S's ever than they have now, where College Football 25 is available. So now there's no data on Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 sales data right now, but there is only Xbox Series S sales data, which is fantastic. So build the games and they will come. Get the marketing rights and they will come. Should die. NCAA Football 25. Are you going to buy an Xbox Series S for it?
Okay,
Are
let's
you going to
start
play
off.
the game?
Okay, let's start off. What marketing? You know, Xbox does not do any marketing. What are we talking? We didn't we have that conversation? They do not market anything. So
Oh, they got it. They got it.
yeah, you mean EA marketing, not Xbox marketing? Okay, first things
Doesn't matter who
first.
marketed. They put that Xbox logo on there. Shut up to spelling difference. Yeah, they asked the one guy that could get that answer wrong.
Well, am I gonna play this? I kind of stopped playing football for quite some time because they be doing some cheap movements on Madden. Now, this is the thing: is this a new engine or is it still the Madden engine? That's the big question right there.
Of course, it's the Madden engine.
How come for years, Madden become really, really, really bad, and here comes the college with the same engine and does really, 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 really well.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
10
not
years
the
coming to this
NFL.
game instead of one.
It baffles me. It's the same engine. Just because it's college is one thing, I don't know. But I never played college football, in the console. Madden, yes, but college, no. It just Madden has always been superior than college. So I don't know. I always seen it like that for years. So am I gonna play it? No. I will not play. How would I say? In coolcatterri's voice. Meh.
All right, but I mean, this goes back to that: build the games to sell consoles. We've been saying this, right? Phil Spencer has said, "There's no way we can build a game where we can suddenly sell more consoles." Hello, NCAA is proving you wrong,
No, and I think there's a couple of more games that actually
right?
made the Xbox sell more.
Yeah, Call of Duty is proving you wrong, right?
He knows what he's doing. He know what he's doing. Remember, Microsoft and EA, they're like buddies. They're cheeks buddies. So I don't know. They know what they like. They know what they touch. So I'm not surprised about this one being a success on the Series X just because it's affordable right now. So I wouldn't be surprised it's gonna blossom even more when holiday comes in. So I'm not surprised, especially on the championship time. This is gonna sell even more.
That's right. Because remember, NCAA has to say, "Hey, NCAA," you can already hear this being advertised during NCAA games that for people to watch. And be sure to pick up a copy of NCAA 25 with a on Xbox. They're gonna have to say that.
Now it's college football.
Yeah, college football, whatever.
Can we get a flag
Whatever.
football? Can we
That's
get
how
a
they got
flag
around
football
it.
game?
It's college football 25.
No,
Let's see.
I want
NCAA
a
going
flag
all
football.
out. Yep. College football 25. That's right.
I want a flag football one.
And who asked for more Madden? Madden, stop. It's been the same game for 20 years. Yep. Yep. And I still watch it. I still
Your wife
play
is
it.
crazy.
Football has been the same game for 20 years, and I still watch it every year. Splendifer says, "This is just one jump from the casuals." Absolutely. You got to advertise to them. You got to advertise to those casuals. Speaking of casuals, casual Dreadpool. We don't need hardcore Dreadpool. Casual Dreadpool, are you getting this?
That's true.
No.
No.
But what do you think? Do you think
Terry's
the
voice.
Xbox needs more of these?
In Terry's voice. Meh.
Do I think Xbox needs more of these? Yes. Yes, we need more variety of games that people want. That's the problem is people forget that there are other things out there. And one of those options is, I don't know, play a game that you want to play. And if
Yeah,
this
but
is one
remember
of those things,
the casuals. We always said that Xbox has to target those casuals, and this marketing campaign directly targets those casuals.
right? It does. But what are you going to do about it? It's what they want.
That's right. Hey, I'm
Target
not going
them.
to do nothing about it. I'm glad. Come over to the Xbox. We got Game Pass.
But that's the thing, though, right? Do
Yeah.
you market it? Oh, wait, this is marketing, right? We got the game. Here it is. You want to play it this way? This is the cheaper way to play, and you can play for however long you want. No, there you go.
Yeah, imagine
It makes
buying.
sense.
Yeah. Plus, Xbox has the lowest point of entry for next gen or for current gen right now with the Xbox Series S. So it makes sense that the S is selling out right now, right?
Right.
Yeah, because casuals are not hardcore spenders like us. They don't care about graphics. Okay, they care about the NCAA. I mean, you saw Snoop Dogg. Trust me, Snoop Dogg can afford an Xbox Series X, collector's edition, whatever you want, plated in gold. He can afford all that.
He even got
But
a
he
refrigerator.
got an Xbox Series S for College Football 25. I don't know if you saw that, Dread, and should I? But yeah, he had an S.
Yeah, but again, he also has a Xbox refrigerator. He's got, again, it makes sense because Wait a second. You mean Snoop Dogg got a Series S to play College Football 25?
Yes, he did. It's on
Oh,
Twitter. Check it out.
the marketing. Oh my God, the genius marketing. They didn't have to do nothing but give away a console and then talk about who's got the console and who's playing what game. That makes, oh, wait a second. That's marketing. Oh, no. But I thought they weren't spending these billions of dollars.
See?
It's
I'm not the
all
only one.
about figuring out a way to market better. And that's what they're doing. They're figuring out how to do all this better. You know,
Yeah.
and people don't see that. They're too busy looking and trying to complain about whatever.
Right. No, I think that this is a genius move. I think this is great for us as fans because more people get to experience the glory that is Xbox. Right? They finally get to play with the most ergonomic controller in the market today. That's right, ergonomics. I'm all about it. Trust me. As I get older, ergonomics matter
So now,
lot.
because
a lot
now,
to me.
so now that the college football is very successful, so pretty much now that students that are pretty much close to drop out college and they see this, now they're more encouraged. Like, oh, you know what? We're getting more money from the games now, so they will never leave school now.
I don't know, man. Games were huge in college, but people who have that study, that curiosity in them, nothing will ever. Only knowledge will satisfy them.
Hey, this is their scholarship.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Shout out to Venge. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much. The AEC founder Vic says, what's up, guys? What's up? Hey, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Yopi says, Madden has sucked since ESPN NFL 25 whipped their butt that year. Screw Madden.
Remember, that's true. NFL, ESPN was way better. Oof.
Yeah. ESPN definitely was better.
Way better.
Let's see. Watch Call of Duty will do the same for casuals. I hope so. That's what I'm hoping for. Jason Max joins us. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, just remember, Xbox is number one. Absolutely. If you are into college football video game, Xbox is your number one place to be. Absolutely. Let's see. Stephen Avery says, Series S is in Snoop's custom travel suitcase. There you go. It's in a custom travel suitcase. Series S, baby. You know who else has a custom travel suitcase? This guy right here. Oh, I can't. Hold on. There we go. This guy right here has a custom Series S custom travel suitcase. That's right. You're muted, buddy.
No,
I
I
got
hear him
something else
clearly.
too. But we won't talk about that until I do an unboxing.
Oh, there you go.
Wait till you see this.
Just
I
wait.
I don't like that unveiling tone.
My
It is the villain tone. I see it. Exactly. Vince. Snoop Dogg could afford to buy a whole warehouse full of Xbox Series X's. Yeah. But he chooses the Xbox Series S. And like I said, Snoop Dogg is a hardcore rapper and a casual gamer. But he's an Xbox gamer. And that Series S just hits those casuals. It's hitting that casual spot. I think as much as people want to call the Series S what's holding back the current gen, blah, 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 all those lies, I think it was a genius move by Xbox to do 2 price points. And I think it's going to continue in the future because if you remember, Sarah Bond said the next generation of Xboxes will be for the console enthusiast.
yes.
So if you remember that word, console enthusiast. So we are probably going to get some unprecedented power when it comes to the next Xbox.
See, that's what I was thinking. I said this a while back that, when you move from the Series S and push that out, keep the X and have that as the lower tier. And then the next iteration, which would be the next gen per se, would be that megalithic, whatever you want to call it, next Xbox. And then there's your 2 SKUs again. You know what I mean? You just shift one out and shift that one in its place, and then you shift another one in.
Yeah, I can
as
see
your
Xbox doing
premier.
more iterations than generations now,
Mhm.
Right.
right? Like iPhone. So yeah, or like Android. The game complainer says I didn't say hello to you. Did I not? Could have swore I did. Either way, thank
I
you so
did.
much for being here, game complainers. You are the real MVP.
It must have been
It
when we
might
were
have been
talking
right when my
about
power
him at
went
the
out.
beginning of the show.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, boom.
The game complainer says the real cheeky P. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Harry Balzac says, "Is Modern Warfare 3 really coming to Game Pass on the 24th?" They advertised it, so I'm going to say yes. Right?
Yeah.
And shout out to you, Harry. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Feel
Now the
dirty
question
saying
is,
that.
which tier of Game Pass?
We'll find out. We'll
What?
find out. We'll find out. Let's see. Splendifer says, Snoop Dogg is a really big Xbox guy anyway. He already has a Series X at home. They sent him an Xbox fridge. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He is.
I said that too.
Yep. Yeah.
He got the fridge. He's got the series. He's got
He's
multiple
got it all.
Xboxes. Yeah.
When you got that much money, you got it all, baby. But yeah, I think this is a warm up to what's going to happen when Call of Duty comes out with all that Xbox advertising. More Xboxes are going to be sold. More people are going to come over to the Xbox ecosystem and experience the greatness of Game Pass and never leave. And it's going to only benefit, it's a benefit to everybody. It's a benefit to gamers because we're going to get more games. It's a benefit to Xbox who's going to fund more games. It's a win-win as far as I see it. As long as, Xbox, believe it or not, it listens to gamers more than any other gaming company right now. So I see this, as our voices increase, the gamer voice increases. I see this just being a huge positive, a huge W. And shout out to College Football 25. I think it's going to, on day one, 700,000 people paid for the upgraded version. Just for record keeping, NCAA 14, which was the last one, sold a lifetime through two consoles, 1.5 million copies. This one on early access sold 700,000 copies. So, I mean, you can just imagine how much this college people have been waiting 10 years for another college football game. They're just going to get it and play it. I mean, the casual market is just going to keep buying those Xboxes. Hopefully this leads to even more Xbox sales.
That's a lot of cheek slapping kids playing this game.
Goodness. Dread, anything else to say on College Football 25?
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, no comment here either. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for the interruption to the show. I apologize. I'm going to call my service provider and ask them what the heck. And hopefully this won't happen again for a while. With that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. I'm Maxwell1324.
I'm Dreadpool.
I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And we'll catch you guys next week as soon as I figure out how to end this stream.
You're going to match up with the Tiger.
Check you later.
There you go. I don't know how to turn this event off on the phone, if I'm being honest here. Is there like a more? Oh, there it is. There's the button. End stream. Okay. Bye, everybody.